What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. It's the end of the week. You have made it. It is a Figure Friday edition of the show this week, or this week today. So, of course, we're going to be looking at an action figure and a couple of other items that are not action figures that are related. But first up, we're going to be taking a look at this bad boy right here. This is the Ultimate Warrior Defining Moments figure 2015 release. Of course, Defining Moments, these all depict legendary superstars in great moments throughout their career. Kind of an interesting figure, as this is a moment that actually never happened. So Mattel went ahead and made a figure of Warrior, I guess, because, we never got the chance to see it on television, or on pay-per-view, actually. So this is Ultimate Maniac's Ultimate Warrior. Of course, he was scheduled to team with the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ultimate Maniacs was their team name. At Survivor Series 1992 to take on Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. However, the Warrior would be fired or released, however you want to look at it, from the company, according to Vince McMahon, because he found out that the Warrior had been using HGH, which was something that was pretty new at the time. It was both Warrior and the British Bulldog that got let go for using it. So this never actually happened. Of course, Warrior would end up getting replaced in that match by Mr. Perfect. Here's the side there. This side here, this usually has a picture of whatever superstar, their attire for the figure. So instead of a picture of Warrior in that attire, because it never happened, they just go with the logo here, which is different from any of the other defining moments. And here you can see, in late 1992, Ultimate Warrior teamed up with Randy Savage to form the legendary tag team, the Ultimate Maniacs. While the partnership of these two former rivals was short-lived, they were successful in scoring a huge victory over Money Inc. in September of 1992. I don't believe that was the gear that Warrior wore for that match. However, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. Because, again, there's no picture of him on the side here. Here's a look at the back. Of course, this goes, they designed these to fit along with, again, whatever attire or, what the character is wearing there. So, since Warrior's gear is almost made to look like bricks, they have put a background on the inside there of him smashing through a brick wall. This is another great example of why I don't open any of my figures, because the displaying the artwork for this box is just really, really cool. Like I said, they're all different. So, for example, the Stone Cold Steve Austin one, the whole background in here is full of the Austin Skull logo. Again, we'll look at that in a different episode. Ultimate Maniacs logo there again. And then, of course, that's in the outline of the Warrior paint logo. And here's a look at the bottom. So at first, these Defining Moments figures, when they first came out, they were very expensive, and I don't believe you could find them in retail stores. Those are the hard ones to find these days for a decent price. You had people like The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, The Rock, Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels. This Warrior, this is once they went retail, and as you can see, there was a peg hook here. I'm not sure why I cut these off, to be honest with you. I have a number of Defining Moments figures, and for one reason or another, I thought it was a good idea to cut the peg hooks off. Probably shouldn't have did that, but overall, everything else on the box is still in really good shape. So that is our Defining Moments figure, but we are not done just yet with the Warrior today. In order to feel the full effect of the power of the warrior. We have to look at multiple items. And we have another one here. This one came with another purchase. This was not something that I was seeking out. It's made by Funko. Let's see if we can... doesn't look like that's going to focus. There we go. 2017 Funko minifigure. Warrior with a green face paint. Green trunks. And a little bit of detail on the hair here. So like I said, this came with another purchase. It was almost like I guess an added bonus. And I just happened to hang on to this. I keep it on top of my Xbox One. I have a row of the Mystery Minis figures, if you remember from the Randy Orton video. But that little figure there was just kind of a add-on, as I bought this, when you bought this t-shirt here, which was, of course, made by Funko, featuring the Ultimate Warrior taking on Andre the Giant. I'm sure a lot of people my age will remember that feud from the late 80s, early 90s. Saturday night's main event there. I just thought the shirt was cool, and it came with that little figure thing, and just, I don't know, hang on to it for some reason. Andre with the sideburns there. And of course, it's there depicted on here as pop figures. I do not have an Andre or Ultimate Warrior pop figure, because those were never something I sought out to collect. So yeah, that came with this. The shirt's actually a little bit too big for me. I think it's an XL, or no, that's a large, which is that's usually what I wear. But for some reason, this one never really shrank up like some of my other ones do. And since we are speaking about the Warrior today, on the walls, a couple more Warrior items. Of course, we showed off the Survivor Series 2013 poster last week. Came in a poster book that featured 40 classic pay-per-view and event posters, and this is the WrestleMania 6 classic match, title for title. Can't remember what's on the back of this one, because all the posters were back-to-back. However, I just chose this one because it's a all-time classic poster, in my opinion. Warrior versus Hogan, title for title. Of course, Warrior would win that. That was really his kind of coronation, being launched into a main event guy. And then here's our other one here. This is, of course, the cover art for the Ultimate Warrior WWE DVD release, Always Believe. Came with this poster here. I can't remember what size that one is. It's kind of an odd size, and you can see it was folded up. There's a crease in the middle there, but just put it in a front-loading poster, and hopefully over time that will flatten out better and better. But really cool artwork. That's a Rob Schamberger artwork, I believe. With the Warrior exploding with the power of the Warriors. So that's going to do it for this edition of Figure Friday here on Headlocks and Hot Packs. And of course, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will be back for another box opening on Sunday, as we've got some more eBay stuff that has shown up. And we're going to be taking a look and ripping open this bad boy right here. So we will see you on Sunday.